As time passed, their love for each other grew and grew. Baba Yaga took as much pride in Victor's life as a real grandmother would. She was well loved in return, and she had earned her place with all of the other grandmothers under the shade tree in the village square. Baba Yaga was happy and content with her new life. Then one day, as the Babushkas gathered, they started telling stories to the children. One spoke of Ivan Tsarevich, the gray wolf and the firebird. Another told the tale of Sister Ayalanushka and Brother Ivanushka. They all laughed. Then one of them rose from her seat. Her eyes narrowed, and her voice hissed as she unfolded the legend of the horrible, wicked Baba Yaga. She eats babies, the woman said, as all stared in wide-eyed amazement. She flies through the air on an old stump and casts spells. She comes out of the forest and takes children in the dead of night, another warned. She is ugly, a hag, evil and hateful, yet another sang out. And if you don't behave, she'll come and get you. One said to Victor as he hugged close to Baba Yaga. Ooh. Those are scary stories, aren't they? See the children's faces? Ooh. That night, when she put Victor to bed, he cried himself to sleep. Baba Yaga tried to calm him, but her own heart was heavy and sad. There was only one thing to do. Go back to her home in the forest before Victor learned who she really was. She left a note for Victor and his mother saying, I kiss your eyes and hold you in my heart, my beloved ones. I will never forget your kindness. Signed, your Babushka. She left, never to return. For a very long time, Victor went to the edge of the forest almost every day. It helped him to remember his Babushka, whom he missed so. Then one day, as he sat, he saw yellow, evil eyes peering at him from the deep blackness of the forest. When he could make out the shapes that went with the evil burning eyes, he saw that the eyes belonged to a pack of wolves. He screamed for help, but he was soon surrounded by them. The villagers came running, but the wolves snapped at them and snarled when the villagers tried to get close to Victor. Oh, please, his mother cried. Someone help my baby. That's pretty scary, huh? At that very moment, the trees parted, and out of the forest crashed a fearsome figure, snarling and gnashing its teeth at the wolves. The Baba Yaga! The crowd screamed. The creature eyed them menacingly as it sprang like a cat at the savage wolves. The wolves scattered and ran. Then the creature moved closer to the child, who was howling with fright. When the gnarled hands reached for the boy, his mother screamed, "No!" A voice from the crowd said, "The Baba Yaga is going to eat him!" As the creature snatched the child from the ground, The villagers gasped with horror. With a loud smack, mwah! It kissed the child, then smiled through eyes brimming with tears. The weathered arms held the boy close and rocked him so gently. Although she didn't look the same, Victor knew that warm hug well. Babushka, Victor cried, and he hugged her back. There was a great celebration in the village that night for a very unusual babushka. There were flowers given, bread and salt offered, songs sung, and dances danced. One of the babushkas moved close to her and took Baba Yaga's hands and called out, "Those who judge one another on what they see or hear, and not on what they know of them in their hearts, are fools indeed." "Hear, hear!" the mayor sang out as everyone cheered. Baba Yaga smiled and accepted with grace their tributes. For the rest of her days, she kissed many eyes and held scores of hearts in her good keeping. She was spoken of in the highest regard and well loved. From that time on, she was known as Babushka Baba Yaga. And that's Patricia Polacco's Babushka Baba Yaga. Think about somebody that you like to hug. Somebody whose arms feel really good when you're hugging them. And if all the lights were off and you couldn't see their face and they just hugged you, you'd know who they were, right? You wouldn't have to see them because you know what that hug feels like. Also, I was thinking if you wanted to play, all you need is a scarf, a towel, a rag, anything in your house. And you too can be a babushka. All you need to do is put it on your head. Tie it under your chin. And then you too can be a babushka. Can you change your voice to an old lady? Maybe the glasses would be down on the nose. Maybe there'd be no glasses. Maybe you'd have to squint when you look. Or maybe you'd have to hold your eyes really big. Maybe you'd have very gnarled hands because you're old. How would you be an old person? See if you can make anybody in your house laugh by being silly. Because that's the best way to spend a day, is to laugh and be silly. So whatever you do today, have fun.